Do you love your body? Well, when we get to our 50s, I know that there are certain things that a lot of people do not like about their body. And I'm going to just admit that I'm one of the things that have changed on my body. I think the puppy agrees with me. Things that have changed in my body are just really icky. They feel wrong. They don't feel like they did 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So let's talk about things that we can do that I've certainly done moving here to Florida to kind of feel better about my body. Not necessarily just the walking for weight loss, because that is a definite. I will feel better about my body when I'm at my ideal weight, or at least a lot closer. I don't even know what an ideal weight is, but there are things that we can do every day about our bodies that feel better, that feel good. And 50 or beyond, or even before that, we should start thinking about these things and embracing them. So, one of the challenges, first thing, is the challenge of how my body does things now that it didn't do before, how I gain weight in places that I didn't necessarily gain weight in before, how I can't lose weight the way I did before, how my flappy arms, like, oh my gosh, never had that before menopause, and now, hi, here I am, my little bat wings. And I know I have a friend, this did not happen to me, but I have a friend whose feet actually grew a whole size. Like, they grew. Like, she had to get rid of almost all of her shoes to go up a shoe size. I had never heard of that before. And the doctor said, yeah, it's actually not that uncommon. Okay. I never heard of it, but there are things that our bodies do that like betray us and that make us feel a little bit different. So it's kind of hard to love your body when you're in this transition phase, because you're so angry at it for changing on you and doing things that it's not supposed to do, things that it didn't do in the past, things you don't want it to do, things that just very unexpected, some of the changes. So really what I've been trying to do, I'm not perfect at it, is just trying to accept it and embrace it. Okay, so that spare tire that you have around your midsection, it's not going away. Your bat wings, they're here to stay, honey. The best you can do is try to firm it up, try to do some exercises, gain some muscle in those areas. But the truth is, sometimes bodies just change. So if you've had this, if you've gone through menopause, your body has changed in ways that you didn't expect and that feels like it's betraying you, drop a comment and let me know. What is your body doing? What is it doing to mess with you today? Um, a second point is the way we dress, right? And when I lived in New York and I used to go to an office every day, you would dress a certain way because sort of office attire. Now that I work at home, I have a lot more flexibility. But the truth is, no matter where you're working, no matter what you're doing, if you're not working, dressing for comfort is more important than ever. Especially here in Florida, I've noticed that we have to wear a lot of cotton. You have to layer up because you go into a restaurant, you go into a store, you always need a sweater. You always need some sort of light sweater because the air conditioning is real. But then you step outside and the sweater feels like it's choking you, so you need to take that off, and you need to wear breathable, comfortable clothes, and cotton is really the game changer. Tank tops also, even with bat wings, because here's the other truth. When people are looking at you and it feels like, oh my gosh, they're judging me, they see my bat wings, they're um, maybe making a judgment about how it looks. Any judgment that somebody's making, that's a judgment about themselves, a reflection of themselves. So let them judge my bat wings, because I'm not going to sweat for somebody else's expectations. I'm not going to be comfortable because somebody else thinks that I shouldn't wear something. I mean, that's kind of too bad, right? Too bad on them. Oh, the bugs. The bugs will always love your body. Don't you worry about that. Don't you fret, because they're here with a vengeance. So, wearing comfortable cotton clothing, big deal. On the regular, always, because you just really never know. Always have a sweater in your trunk, because again, you just never know. Um, but just be prepared to have those hot flashes and sweat through even a tank top, and then maybe have a different one. I don't know. And then lastly, dressing for your age. This is my favorite, because what is dressing for your age? You don't get to decide what fashion is when you're 15. You don't get to decide on what it is when you're 35 or 75. You get to decide on it anytime, right? Anyone gets to decide on what fashion is for them at any time. So it's not like we have to sit here at 15 and listen to society's expectations, but we do, right? Because we're still in this phase where we're learning ourselves and we're insecure, and at 25 we're starting out in the professional world, so we want to make sure that we're fitting in with everyone. But the truth of the matter is, when you come right down to it, we're going to go this way, mommy. When you come right down to it, you have to dress for your age, where you are today. And what that means is whatever you're comfortable in, especially in your 50s. Do not let anyone tell you what you should be wearing, what you shouldn't be wearing, what looks good for your age, what doesn't. What looks good for your age is what you're wearing, what you're comfortable in, what you like. Um, Again, same thing as your bat wings. If somebody's judging you for that, that's on them. That's their judgment. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. So when somebody does that and somebody says that, what they're really saying is, I'm not comfortable with you wearing that. I think that for your age, you should be dressing a certain way. Okay, good for you. When you hit my age, you can dress that way. You can dress however you want. But at my age, meaning where I am now, I'm going to dress the way I want. If I'm going to be out here wearing leggings and a tank top, and you think this is not age appropriate because only 20-year-olds who have great bodies should be wearing it, that's you. That's not me. I want to be comfortable, and this is comfortable. So some of the things that I do to sort of dress comfortably and dress my age is, again, here in Florida, wearing layers, very important. In the summer, wearing something that's breathable and comfy and something that you can change easily because you will sweat. A given. I love biker shorts, either 3/4 leggings or biker shorts, and then throwing something over that, whether it is an oversized tank top if I'm going to oversized t-shirt if I'm going to the parks, maybe a tank top. I'm out walking, and if I'm feeling fancy, a loose cotton dress. You know why? Because it's the same thing as an oversized t-shirt, but you kind of dress it up a little bit, and then you dress it up and you accessorize and you wear it however you want and whatever is comfortable for you, whatever makes sense for you. But I do love wearing a cute dress every once in a while, even if it's not my age, even if it's too young for me. I don't care. I'm wearing it because that's what I like. That's the moral of the story here. Wear what you like. The tip of the day is to make sure that you keep a sweater on you in your trunk. Make sure that you're keeping maybe another t-shirt in there in case you sweat through yours, and actually not in case when. Because if you're living in Florida, you know that's happening on any given Sunday. If you're going through menopause, no matter where you live, that's happening as well. So take care of yourself, love your body, embrace your body, dress the way you want, be who you want, love your body, and don't let anyone else make you feel shame or make you feel bad about loving your body, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's yours. It's beautiful. And we will see you tomorrow on Fab 50s Florida. Thank you so much for joining us again today. We are so excited to be building a community. So please leave some tips and some pointers here on ways that you love your body, on things that maybe you've heard, expectations that people have put on you about your body in your 50s and beyond, things that you should be doing, shouldn't be doing, should be wearing, shouldn't be wearing. We're forming a really supportive and tight community here. So please leave a comment, tell us where it is that you're coming from, and give us some pointers. See you tomorrow, everyone.